Mitch, Belisle, Ryan, Boyle, we're back.
This episode brought to you by Wimmer Solutions.
Wow. Wow.
Big sponsor of the Hawaii tournament.
Wow.
Or at least Team Wimmer, and then also now a nice sponsor of Trilogy Office Talk. Just getting right in.
Sounds great. I was gonna go with candy corn, but they didn't get the sponsorship, so we can't read their tagline or anything.
Yeah.
It's candy corn sucks.
I don't even know what their brand is.
So sorry.
I don't know what the parent brand of candy corn is. C's?
So let us do
C's candy?
I have no idea.
We need some research on that, Andrew.
Let us be the first or the last to say Happy Halloween. Thank you. Thank you, Producer Goldberg. So I got dressed this morning, obviously, and all by myself. And I put on orange shirt, black jeans, and I was taking my daughter to school. I was like, it's my last day at the office. She has off tomorrow. I'm like, last day taking to school today. I'm going to wear my Halloween colors. So I consider orange and black to be Halloween colors.
Yeah, agreed.
She goes, what about the purple?
Who said this? Wiley?
I was like, okay, yeah, purple sometimes gets in
Yeah, it would be my third, probably my third or fourth.
And then
yellow would be in there.
Then she went green.
Okay.
She was like, where's the purple and the green? I think because witch.
She ever have Halloween in New Orleans? It's like a Mardi Gras kind of.
Because I think witches, purple and black colors.
Yeah, I get that. I get that for sure.
Yeah, and then
a lot of purple in the witch.
Yeah. But I always thought orange, and then she called this brown.
Rust. I think we're looking at a rust.
Rust or a burnt orange, as I explained to her. From my time in Austin.
I mean, you could throw some black triangles and a smile in there, and you got a pumpkin.
I'm pretty quick. Yeah,
you're ready to go. What are you being for Halloween? You got a onesie lined up?
Yeah.
I
got a onesie lined up. I'm thinking about adding to my onesie repertoire.
You have the bear one now, right? You could be that for Halloween.
Call back to our avid listeners.
Run the clip, Andrew.
Coach Goldberg.
Run the clip.
All right, so a few listeners out there, we talked about fall. We've got first of all, we've got great feedback about our fall ball clips, episode, or whatever.
We touched a nerve.
Yes, I got unsolicited text messages. I was at Chesapeake Fall Classic. I had coaches that I knew and just people that were listening to the pod coming up to me with their run test. It was awesome. So we want emails, we want comments. If you've got run test stories, we want to hear them. We want to get you on. We're gonna have a follow up to that. So please send us in anything you got so we can layer that into that follow up because we definitely struck a nerve with that. So want to give that a little time to breathe. I've also got a special guest up my sleeve for when we do that. It may be a defense. It may be somebody
defending their position.
Yes, it might be somebody defending their honor.
The Cornell group chat was blown up too. Matt McMonigal informed us he ran a 4:58 mile the other day. I'm like, he's apparently still run tested himself. I don't know what's going on. I was like, were you racing someone on the Cornell track?
Well, we might have a special guest, somebody that's going to come on, defend their honor, defend their, maybe call it some slander, let's say. So
set the record straight.
Yes.
That's what they're looking to do.
Thank you. Yeah. So for those that don't know, the kooky crazy lacrosse men's and women's post-collegiate world, the fall and Halloween also beckon the annual Hawaii tournament.
Yes, I last attended the Hawaii tournament 2008 and 2009. I had to dig through some emails to figure out when that was. With the Crease Monkeys team.
Oh.
Which used to be, I think Strebel may have played with the Crease Monkeys back in the day. Tom Ryan.
Matt Strebel, also recurring character.
Yeah. Harry Mazahari ran that team. I saw him out in Hawaii this year. But yeah, I was lucky enough to get asked. Got a phone call a couple months back from old teammate Scott Ratliff.
Oh.
Old teammate, relatively new father, and an awesome friend.
Oh, new father, congrats, Rat.
Yeah, a couple months old now. But he invited me out there, and gave me the rundown of who was coming, and I was like, I got to check, and Hannah was going to be away this weekend.
I'm running a marathon. I need to warm. The best way to warm up for a marathon is just
play 9 games in 3 days. But no, so I finally made the decision to say yes, and I got to say it was probably the best decision I possibly could have made. Yeah,
fantastic.
It was an unbelievably perfect weekend.
Okay.
Got to reunite with a lot of old teammates, see some really good old friends, and then made a whole bunch of new friends that I had no idea who they were beforehand, and just such a tight-knit group. And what Matt Sorey, who is actually the Wimmer CEO and co-founder, based out in Seattle, what he has put together is just incredible. There's obviously the lacrosse element, but it's about a lot more than that. And I think they talked about it in the lead up, but you don't get that until you're actually there and you see the impact you're making. And Callum Robinson was a big piece of that Wimmer team for a long time. So a lot of kind of tribute to him. His parents were there, and one of the benefactors of the bounty, as they call it, or the fundraising money that Matt Sorey pledges to different charities, went to a charity kind of in their honor.
That's
Jake
awesome.
and Callum's honor.
That's awesome.
His parents were there to deliver that news. So it was very, very cool. Some other teammates just, that have gone through hard times, to be able to rally around them and bring them up. It was pretty special. And then you're playing lacrosse.
It's also like classic lacrosse community, right?
Yep.
Just like rallying around people that go through a tragedy, go through tough times, and like just showing up.
Exactly.
Which is something I appreciate, so much about this industry and so much about this community.
Yeah, it was exactly that prime example of that. And then the cool thing is, you get guys, and there's an elite team. Unfortunately, wasn't
You're not
invited
elite?
to the elite team.
You're not elite anymore?
No, I've made the jump, and now I actually straddle the 30 plus and 40 plus divisions, because I turned 40 in a couple weeks, and as long as you're 40 within the calendar year, you're qualified. So
Please don't tell me you played on 2 teams.
Of course I did. That's why I had 9 games in 3 days. Yeah, I ran some D-midi for the 40 and up, because they were, they just needed a little help there.
Right, they need the legs.
Yeah, just the legs.
Yeah.
And then 30 and up, went back to my standard home. Our defense was just a meaty stay-at-home crew of me, Chad Wiedmeyer, Evan Connell, and Chris O'Doherty. And then we had...
that's some penalties.
we remained that a few times. Ratliff occasionally played pole for us, but we kind of rotated through. But Johnny Rodriguez was our goalie, and he was joking. He's like, I've never been more glad to be a goalie with you guys, just staying back, not throwing crazy takeaway checks, not going over the head. So we had a lot of fun back there defensively and got the job done, which was cool.
First guy that you saw that wasn't a handshake or like a dap, but just straight to a huge hug?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably, Chad Wiedemeyer and I roomed together, so that was the craziest part of that was we worked together here. Trilogy, roomed with him on the road occasionally with the Cannons back in the day. Okay. And I probably hadn't seen him in person in 6 years. I think we were figuring out 5 or 6 years. He's been out west in California, so that was really cool to get to spend a lot of time with Chad. He was probably number 1, maybe number 2 up in the the intro meeting. Might have been Smitty Lax. Might have been Justin Smith. Yeah. And Anthony Kelly, A-Train. Yeah. It's great to see him. Brent Adams was another guy, but just a really good crew. Saw Eli Gobrecht in the airport in Seattle.
Not going to Hawaii?
No, on the way. He was on. So I had a layover. Met him and his girlfriend Allie, who is awesome, and met them. And so spent quite a bit of good time with them and had a blast. But it was really cool getting to know some guys like that I've tangentially crossed paths with. Calling games of his. Yeah. But that elite division features all current pro guys. Jared Newman.
Eli's kind of like a modern day Mitch Belisle in terms of
way better. So he won MVP. He won MVP for the elite team. So he was the MVP for the elite team among a team with Romar Dennis. I thought Romar Dennis was I was joking. I was like, I'm going to go as Romar Dennis for Halloween because he's my favorite lacrosse player now.
He's such a great guy.
But he was phenomenal, and just watching him play. But Eli Gobrecht won the MVP.
Okay.
3 defensemen won MVPs. and one midfielder won the Legends MVP. I'll give you a get. The 40 and over MVP.
Who's voting for these defenders as MVPs?
I think Matt Sorry had a heavy hand. He must be I think he likes a tough, hard-nosed, gritty defender. You want to guess who the 40 and over MVP was? Defender? You played with him in box?
Eric Martin?
Eric Martin. E-Mart.
So I went to this event.
You did?
Yes.
I did not know that.
I know.
Win Wimmer?
Yes.
Wow.
I like to keep some things close to my vest. So I went, I think it was my first year out of college. It was either the fall of 04 or 05.
That was, I guess it's been going, the tournament's been going for 33 years, but Wimmer's only been going probably for 25, so you might have been right at the beginning.
It's pretty early on. I actually spent some time with Matt in Seattle, either before or this was when Trilogy was just getting going. So I think I had some meetings or stuff, or we tried to schedule some things. So I stayed with Matt either before the trip or after the trip at his home. And so E-Mart, couple of stories if you'll indulge me.
Yeah. I love
so the tournament at that point was tiny. E-Mart, God love you. So I had a hard time with the tournament, and I have a hard time with. I don't know how to act. I'm like, are we trying? Are we not trying? Are we being cool? Are we trying to do like?
As a stay-at-home defender, I don't have that issue.
Well, offensively,
keep the guy away from the
You're
net.
like, am I supposed to just go for highlights and like behind the back to like between the legs, or like we just try, so it's just like what are we?
It is something. There were some games where I'm like, just make a regular pass and we'll be fine here. But
and at that point, the tournament was smaller. So we played against this team from Japan, and E-Mart takes the ball and goes in the corner. I kind of want to stand up to mimic it a little bit, but he goes in the corner of the field. He has the ball at the long pole. He goes in the corner of the field, offensive end. I believe it was the offensive end, and starts going like this with his leg as though he's like a bull. Like
paw on the ground.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And then instead of going to the goal, he starts running at human beings as though it's a bumper car.
Demolition derby.
And instead of going to the goal, he just runs at a human and just runs him over, and then turns and then finds the next human and then runs him over, and then turns and then finds, and like I think on the second or third player that he just demolished. Meanwhile, he has the ball. Right, he's just running them over, just blowing them up, and then I think the official like blew the play dead at that point, and I was like, "What are we doing? What are we doing?"
Well, maybe I don't know if there was a gap from that game until he came back this year, but maybe he needed a little bit of a.
No. Love you, E-Mart, but I was like, "What in?" Like I was just like, "What?"
I can't wait for him to watch this and this to start blowing up in the group chat.
And then, so the social element you bring up. So I had Matt, and Matt's great. I mean, right? And sorry, that is. And so I'm having like a fireside chat with him, like later on at night. We're just like kind of hanging out, socializing over some drinks, and he wants to talk to me about strategy. And specifically the matchups for the next day. And, you mentioned your lineup, right? It was you, Chad, right?
Yeah. This is on the 30 and up team, though. The like, elite team was like all like current players, studs.
Right. So I'm looking at, like, and I'm like, he's like, I don't know how we're going to match up. And I'm like, we have Brody Merrill. We're fine.
I think we'll be okay.
I think we'll just put him, whoever you're worried about. I think Brody.
Yeah.
I think we'll be okay. I don't think we need to like overthink the matchups here. And I'm blanking on who was 2, 3, 4, or whatever. Well, E-Mart, right? Yeah. So like you just start right there, and it's just like this is not. We don't need to go into the streets. I'll entertain you of this conversation if you really want to dive in, but like I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, it was some of the other teams. There were some great guys on some of the other elite teams, like Olympic Club out of San Francisco. They always they had what's the giant defenseman who also played in the PLL, Virginia, then Stanford basketball. Is it Kastner? Cole Kastner. Yeah. He was there. He's just an absolute massive human being. Shane Knobloch played for a team. He looked really good. Yeah. And Amon from Penn State. He's not in the PLL, but just graduated Penn State after Rutgers for 4 years, and so there were some other like really talented players. But to your point, like it's kind of like the Monstars to a degree. You're like, I think we'll be all right here.
I got another story. The 5:15 FaceTime.
Yes. We educated this in Kangaroo Court, didn't we?
We did.
And what happened?
The Honorable
And what
Judge
happened?
Goldberg, our producer Andrew Goldberg, levied no fine upon you.
Yeah, because you left out some key
I'm
facts.
gonna-
Discovery.
I'm
You
gonna
left
set
some.
We need to set the stage.
You
You
set
left
this-
some-
you're the defense. I'm the plaintiff. So getting ready for Chesapeake. We had our Chesapeake Fall Classic tournament last Sunday. I'm up at crack of dawn, 5 a.m. Fresh, not feeling fresh. Shower, get myself ready. Look down. I got a text message from Mitch, and who is it? Are some of my beloved Tigers? Chad Wiedemeyer, Coulter Mackesy. I'm like, oh, this is great.
Lost in conversation, those two.
I'm like, this is great. I'm like, oh, it's great to see them, hanging out. Next thing you know, phone starts ringing. Who is it, Coach Goldberg?
It's Mr. Belisle.
Mitch
And?
and Chad FaceTiming me at 5:45 as I'm preparing to go out and work a 12, 13, 14, I don't know how long those days are, right? It takes pretty much forever. And I'm like, I don't know why I answered.
Did Coulter pop in and say hello?
No,
On
just the two of
FaceTime?
you.
No, just two of us.
Just the two of you. And I'm like, what are you doing? So his night is ending. I'm terrible at time differences. So whatever time it was for you guys, wrapping up your night, just having a grand old time, just hanging out, kicking it. And here I am just humbly serving the lacrosse community and preparing
This guy.
to provide a great experience for the youth of America. And you got to like just throw it in my face that you're having a great time. And I'm. So yeah, I tried to.
So that was the story that you told the judge, which leaves out some very key pieces of evidence from discovery.
Okay.
One, I text you a photo.
You did.
Being like, oh, Ryan will get this when he wakes up. He'll be pumped. You immediately responded, said like, oh, love Chad, blah, 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 something very positive. And I was like, he's engaged. Let's go. I was like, do you love Chad?
Let's get about Coulter too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But or you're like, I think that's all right. That's definitely Coulter, and I think that's Chad. And so of course I was like, well, he's gonna want to say hello to him. He's up, he's out about. He responded instantly. So we FaceTimed you, and I wasn't trying to rub it in. We were trying to make sure you saw your friends, the future of Princeton lacrosse's dominance, Coulter Mackesy. Now he's already out, but. And so, because of those two things, if you get a picture and you don't want to talk, don't respond.
I thought maybe it was an emergency.
Yeah.
I thought you needed something from me. I thought Matt Sorey was calling in about some strategy about how to match up the next day. The Wimmer team.
No, we were good. We were
I thought
set.
the Wimmer team needed some, acumen around some offensive sets or some defensive matchups.
Yeah, I think Chad and Coulter were definitely breaking down some game film there at the bar, but having fun. But I'm glad you could share a little bit of time with us there in Hawaii.
No, it was nice.
Sorry that it ruined your morning.
No, it was great. It was great. It was more like, wait, I gotta go. I really actually have to go and get moving here to get there. Whatever.
6 hour difference. 6 hours is a big difference. That's like a full life event away. So that was fun to deal with. But feeling to get back on track now.
And then I also got a photo from Jared Newman.
Me and him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that
Did you-
picture.
were you not on that?
I took it with him, but I never got the picture.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, he makes fun of you.
Oh, perfect. Probably how small I am compared to him. He's a monster.
Nope, Streebs is on it too. Right there, the two of you.
Oh yeah, look at that. I got my spear in there too. Look at that thing. It's a nice photo.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great spending time with Jared.
And then he said Mitch was MVP.
For 30 up, I was.
You were MVP for 30 up.
Yeah.
Nice job, Mitchie.
Nice.
Of course
I'm
you
pretty
were.
excited for that trophy to make it.
And I did say, of course he was. Actually, I knew you were MVP.
Jerry Raganese has that for me, including my helmet. Oh, my helmet.
He's, by the way, a full head tall.
Yeah, he's a big guy. So my helmet was the old Riptide helmet. A lot of love for that.
Oh.
People, mostly like people in the know.
Yeah.
I found and wore a pair of PG-22 STX gloves. Only when I was out there from like probably 1991.
Yeah.
I found those at the thrift shop right here in I was in there looking for something, found them. I was like, these are incredible. I actually gave them to George, and he's so excited about. They're like they're like size like 45 inches. They're massive.
Yeah.
They're like the glove / elbow pad combo.
Right.
Gave him to George, so I'm packing up my bags. He goes, "Oh, you're bringing my gloves?" Like, yeah, I'm bringing your gloves, buddy. These are gonna fit you for another decade.
George is Mitch's son,
Yeah.
also a recurring character.
Yeah, but so these gloves, I'm wearing them. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, where did you get those? Those are so awesome!" And then someone's like, "PG-22, those are probably Paul Gate 22s." I was like, "You are probably absolutely right."
Except Polgate wasn't number 22.
I wasn't,
No.
because Gary was.
Yes.
Right. Was he pro though? Was he when he was pro?
No.
Oh, he didn't switch over.
No. It's 19.
Oh.
So who said that?
I don't know, but we were all saying they were Paul Gates gloves back in the day. So clearly our lacrosse historian, you should have been there as a lacrosse historian. We're going to need you there for fact checking next year. So you're not a strategy X's and O's guy. You're a lacrosse book of encyclopedic knowledge.
There we go. Okay.
Lacrosse historian.
All right.
But yeah, the helmet and the gloves are a big hit. Well,
It is funny seeing like grown men like swoon over like gear, right? Or like
it also made me look like the biggest scrub ever. So I think guys were like, just like, let's go on that guy, like, take that guy to the rack. I just sit in the chair and cross check. So maybe that helped with my accolades on the day. But.
Any other fun gear you saw on other people?
Smitty must have been decked out, no?
Yeah, he's always got some. He's got a nice chrome head.
Yep.
He's got some stuff going on.
He's a look good, feel good, play good kind of vibe.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the guys just had like nice stuff. A lot of pros were wearing all their pro gear. Eli Gobrick was wearing his box helmet, which is always fun. He's like,
That's a vibe.
Which is a vibe, but he's also like, this is kind of dumb. I'm like, this is the only place you actually need a visor because of the sun. You're in Hawaii, but no, it was fun, and winning, getting named MVP was really, really special.
So like when I went with Casey Powell wore one of those like
CP23.
One of those like reflective like visors on it, and it was just like if you didn't already know that Casey was Casey at the tournament, like if it was like, well, that guy's obviously good.
Well, I think maybe
we're in trouble.
His fashion
he
sense.
Probably borrowed someone's stick, but like the visor was such a vibe. It was like that he's probably good at lacrosse.
Well, you know how like fashion trickles down from like the runway and eventually there was several men in the like Grandmasters division rocking the reflective shield. So maybe Casey set the stage 10 years earlier.
Longer.
Yeah, 15 years. Yeah. 20 years.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Good to be back.
Good that you came back in one piece.
Yeah, it was very sore, but ready to go for the marathon.
Not surprised that you won. Not surprised that you won MVP. And now you just gotta one up yourself with the New York Marathon this weekend.
No big deal.
Got my bib number. We're looking at 50-degree temps, so I'm feeling good about it.
What's your bib number in case people want to watch?
Yeah,
12526. Pretty easy to remember. 12526.
And maybe we can also just put your charity one more time in case people want to donate to the cause.
Yep, Memorial Sloan Kettering just exceeded my original goal, bumped it up a little bit, and just about there for kind of the next benchmark, and that's where I'm going to stay. So excited to contribute to an amazing cause.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Smash that like button. Share. Subscribe. Listen.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe. Resubscribe. Review.